Welcome back to Eat Sleep Sixers. We
I
have
can't
Gave
hear.
you permission to do that.
we just taking the loss to the Knicks
I
in
can't hear y'all.
overtime.
Hold on.
Got
Hold
my
on.
brother Jose up here.
Yeah.
Got my brother BG on the bottom, looking confused. We can hear you, BG.
I can't hear you, Carl.
Okay, we can hear you loud and clear. So we just took that loss. A lot of feelings in the
I can't
air.
hear what you saying, dog. I hear you. Like I can hear that you talking, but I can't hear you.
Okay.
Y'all, can y'all hear me? Jose, say something. God damn, motherfucker, can I test my audio? You chewing ass mother.
We're live. We're live, BG. We are live. We are live. So Jose, what's your take from this game tonight, man? I know we talked about it during the game. How do you feel about tonight's game?
Poor shooting in the first half. We could have probably competed better if we didn't shoot so poorly in the first half. When you got Tyrese Maxey shooting 3 for 32, Paul George shooting 9 for 20, man, that just don't sit well with me. The rest of the guys, they did what they could. I would have liked to see Yabusele take make up let me say because he took four, so make a few more threes than what he actually made. You know what I'm saying? So Justin Edwards, not bad considering you got Tyrese Maxey and Paul George on the court. So it's a lot of starters on there. I didn't expect him. He played 35 minutes regardless. I didn't expect that, but he was pretty efficient looking at the numbers. End of the day, though, and no moral victory. We lost, and it is what it is.
Most definitely, no moral victories. It's definitely right, Jose. Especially after going through these string of losses that we've gone through, and then we are at the tough stretch of our schedule. These boys sure show fight tonight. You're right about that, Zah. But in the midst, like, quite a few losses this year, when it was time to make winning plays, we just didn't. And, these guys are a bunch of individuals out there playing on a team. And I'll point to an example of that, Jose. One of the losing plays of the game was PG was on a break by himself. Knicks had a player chasing behind him. A lot of defensive players do this a lot. What you should do as a team and as a unit, yo, behind you. Somebody's behind you. They let the guy come right behind him, strip the ball. Nobody said nothing. They went down the other side of the court, make a three. And especially in the playoffs and big games, little plays like that will get you a loss against good teams. And that's what happened. That's what
Um,
happened.
Nobody's making excuses, frame, and that low-handed Sixers that you talking about, we made excuses for, took this number 3 in the Eastern Conference team to overtime. Um, so yeah, man. Nobody made excuses for them, man. You know what I'm saying? We just tried to bring out the bright side of what we saw in this game, and that's what we did.
Quite frankly, what Jose trying to say is we trying to stop from being depressed ourselves. We've been angry every game. Every time the Sixers lose, we feeling some type of way. So we are forced to look at the bright spots to stop ourselves from crying. Okay. And one of the bright spots tonight is the young fella from Imhotep High School, Justin Edwards. Another solid performance by him, Jose. What do you think about this kid?
Not too shabby, but got to see more. I'm not crowning nobody.
Most definitely. I'm not definitely not crowning him, but on a team where nobody seems like they're giving a lot of effort, this is quite a few games in a row that this kid has shown not only is he ready for the moment, but he can handle it. And I wouldn't mind seeing this guy in the lineup, to be honest. I told you off script. Our bench is lost, so I would slide Oubre to the bench in the 6-man role, and I would bring the young fella up with his length and being able to guard somewhat because he's not the greatest defender. But I would try him out in that 2 guard slot next to Maxi. We need length right there. We're getting killed at the 3-point line. That's because we got 2 small guards a lot of times. So
Well, today we got killed in the 3-point line in the first half. They made it real close in the second, right? New York was slaughtering us from perimeter. and then we only lost a 3-point battle by 3. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't too bad. But when I'm looking at these numbers, and they took 24 free throws to our 14, that's 10 more free throws. You know what I'm saying? So it's telling me they were more aggressive, or we was just fouling silly, one or the other.
No, they were more aggressive. Jose, a lot of times you hit it on the nose. This is why we losing games. We're settling. And a lot of that, and I know I bigged him up, but a lot of that is Tyrese Maxey. You know, a lot of times that step back three that James Harden taught him, bro, it's not a good joint, and it don't look good when you miss it at all. You know, when we're in a position that you can shoot them shots and we could take it a miss or two, cool. But when we down, you know, we trying to climb up and you missing 3 after 3 and nobody goes inside to get a foul or get a high percentage shot, that's not good basketball. We can't continue to play like that.
Frame. In Eric Gordon's defense, he gave up some pretty good numbers today. I ain't even gonna lie. I know he's a senior citizen and all, and he's 2 seconds away from getting on Scepter for free, but he ain't played too shabby today.
BG, you good to go?
Yeah, I think I'm good now, man.
Talk to us, man. You look down. Tell us why you down. Tell us why you feel the way you feel.
I just don't understand how Josh Hart has all his career triple doubles against the Sixers. I'll be looking at stuff like that. That's the stuff that be making me mad. I know he's an outstanding rebounder at his size, but we can't keep letting this man have career rebounding nights against us every time we play the Knicks. Every time we play the Knicks, Josh Hart looks like Russell Westbrook from Oklahoma City. Every single time, and we got to figure that out, man. This is a team. Like I know I don't want to say the words "giving up on the season," but I know we have bigger issues than trying to talk about a championship. But at the end of the day, we want to be able to at least be competitive against our rivals. Like this is considered a rivalry, y'all.
You
And
seen the face he made when he caught the alley-oop? He was like, "This look, like we stink, like we stink, like we stink." That's crazy.
The thing is, Rob, it's not that I'm mad. I'm more baffled. Like I don't even understand how we this bad. Like I don't even get it. And a lot of people are gonna say, "How you gonna say we bad, BG? We just took the Knicks to overtime." Yeah. It went
A
to
loss is
overtime.
a loss.
It went to overtime, but you take away that third quarter. The fight that we have in the third quarter was huge. The fight that we had in the third quarter, you can't take it away. But if you were to take that third quarter away, what did we do well in this game to look like we belong? Play one really, really good quarter. Really, really good quarter.
Well, what I would have done better, but who am I, man? I'm just a fan that a lot of people say Jose don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? But what I would have done better was, and I'm agree with you gotta with Big Simi there, you gotta feed the hot hands, man, because Eric Gordon had a solid game. He should have got more touches. Justin Edwards had a solid game. He should have got more touches. Jeff Doughton had a solid game. He should have got more touches, but no. You got Tyrese and Paul George shooting horrendous. Shooters shoot, but damn, they were shooting hot. I feel like they should have got the ball until they wasn't shooting hot anymore. You know what I'm saying? Then you could have took over, but no, you want to give Maxey 3 for 32 and Paul George 9 for 20. That killed us.
Most definitely killed us. And what kills us even more, just to piggyback off of that, what that yells out to me is lack of a floor general, lack of a distributor. You know, everybody's going one-on-one, trying to figure things out for themselves. Nobody's thinking about getting this guy open or getting this guy in his spot. And, you know, that's showing. That's showing on the floor. You cannot skip over having a point guard. And we don't have it at all, not even a little bit. So that needs to get figured out, you know. And the grand scheme of this roster, them building this roster, they kind of skipped over that. They kind of skipped over having a legit point guard on this roster.
They've been skipping over that shit though, Carl. They've been skipping over it.
I love Jose Cuervo, BG. I love when BG after a loss, he just a good. I love it, BG. Put a smile on your face, bro.
Because dog, it's like it's crazy because like
Smile for what?
if we'd have won this game, I still wouldn't have been smiling. You know what I'd have smiled about? I'd have smiled about the fact that I know that the Knicks fans was prepping themselves to come in here and slander us. And if we would have pulled off a victory, shorthanded, unexpected, it would have been cool. But I wouldn't have looked at us beating the Knicks tonight and said, all right, y'all, just wait. I don't know, man. I don't have no light at the end of the tunnel on this one, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't got no bright spot, no rainbow, no gold at the end of this rainbow, dog. I don't see it. I don't see it.
I got one. Could this possibly be the game that Daryl Morey finally says, "Fuck it, I got to do something. I got to figure out something. My head's on the chopping block."
Who?
The ghost GM we had.
The guy that's on the back of a milk carton? You talking about that guy?
Yeah, that guy.
That guy?
That guy.
Oh, man. We got to find him first before he can say something.
My nephew had text me during the game and said, "Hey, Unc, real quick, at what point do we trade Embiid?" I said, "Who would take him?" He replied with, "I think every team would open the door to talks, but main teams I'm thinking about are Warriors, Dallas, and Clippers. He's out of shape, injuries now at a worse than they've ever been. Hasn't been able to help us get to the finals, had different players under him, even in the playoff. He's hurt or out of shape." So I replied with, all of that stuff you just said, what GM's taking it?
And you know what?
All of the stuff we know. You think the GMs don't know that? The people that Morey probably trying to get somehow get Joel contract out of here, or maybe get the lack of willing to play Joel out of here. Do you think like these GM, like who you think has the leverage in this situation? Morey or these other GMs? Like, I wouldn't give up shit for Embiid. Like, don't get me wrong, Embiid is still top 5 talent in the NBA.
But you're not going to get the value of
it. But why would I give up something?
Right.
Agree to pay this man all this money and he's not going to play. Like, so I'll be honest, like, who could take Embiid if Morey's somehow figuring out a way to trade him? Who would?
So I got good news live from the Sixers at the 76ers just emailed me and say, even though we lost, we are due 8 free chicken nuggets tomorrow. So make sure.
Yo, you wilding for that.
Make sure you get bricking for chicken. Make sure you get your 8 nuggets tomorrow. We got to get something out of the deal. We ain't been getting wins. Might as well get some chicken nuggets.
Was Joel in that arena today?
You heard the crowd sound like we won a championship when they missed them free throws, bro. They love their chicken.
What crowd? The crowd at that game that I just watched?
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks fans were celebrating them missing free throws?
Yeah, because they said they're going to stay in Philly to collect their chicken tomorrow.
Hearing, I get it, y'all. We bad right now, and Philadelphians is definitely going to sell their tickets to Knicks fans if Knicks fans want them. But dog, it's nothing worse than hearing an MVP chant for a team, a player of an opposite team.
And our stadium.
Dog, that shit is so irking, yo. Oh, I can't.
Never in the Eagles stadium.
You ready? You ready for the next 4 teams? You ready? You ready?
You don't got to tell me already. I said the last game and said, yeah, we're not winning no time soon.
You ready?
Go ahead.
At Indiana, at Milwaukee, at Denver, Cleveland.
I just thought about something. You know what? Since we're in the process all over
again. Can I wave the white flag? Is this?
No.
Can I wave the white flag? Can we leave now?
Not that flag. Don't wave that flag. Not that flag. Any flag but that flag. I don't want to see that flag.
Iverson was at the game. Zay, I don't know if you've seen it, but AI was at the game.
I pity the fool. Go out there and perform like that in front of AI.
That's crazy, bro. Why you sound like Mr. T right now?
I wanted to.
Carl just showed his age, bro.
Pity the fool.
For all y'all who think Carl young, hell no. He'll pop too.
I definitely salute.
He's just the youngest in here. He's just the youngest in here.
I definitely salute Edwards, man. BG, you wasn't on when I said this, man. They need to consistently thrust this guy into a bigger role. We have a young potential gem on this roster, and Edwards. He has the length, he has the size, and I feel as though he needs some work on defense. But he's one of the best young guys we have here. So I like his his upward tick a lot. What do you think about him? BG, come on, man. Let's get out of your shit. What do you think about him? You know what? Never mind. Never mind. We can't hear you. You're on mute. You know what? I'm done with him. I'm just done. I'm just done. And listen, I'll let you guys know what he thinks. He thinks he's a pretty good young player, but we're losing right now, so he don't give a F about nothing and nobody on this team until we get some wins together. That's what BG think. Right. Okay.
Don't speak.
Was that almost there?
No, not even close. No, it is close. It's hard for me to say, oh, look at that bright spot. Look at Justin Edwards on our bench. When he gets an opportunity, look what he's done. I've seen it a bunch of times. I've seen it with Isaiah Joe. I've seen this roster have young talent and they play them when they have to due to injuries, and then guys don't get developed. I mean, I've seen this show a million times, Carl. Something got to change bigger than giving Justin Edwards some time. Like, I don't want to blow it up, but we got to blow this shit up. Now, it's
I was about to ask you. You the GM right now.
Over. We're handcuffed, though, Carl. The things that BG would do can't happen. Nobody in their right mind's taking Paul George's contract. Nobody in their right mind's taking Joel Embiid's contract. And if they do, we're going to get pennies on the dollar. We're fucked.
Maybe you got to accept those.
Ain't no
pennies.
other way to slice it. Tell them again, BG.
Listen, maybe you got to accept those pennies and build around Eminem. Maybe you got to accept those pennies and build around Eminem and Edwards.
You want to go through another? Oh my God!
And that's the thing. I do think that is the end result, but I hate the thought of it, bro. I lived through
that means the process is over if we do that. It's over, and it was for nothing.
Talking about the process is over.
Well, until Embiid is off this team, the process is still alive.
To you,
I'm just saying.
We can't even see your eyes right now. Let me help you out, bro. Let me help you out.
Please, I don't know what's going on.
Let me help you out, bro.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Like, if you add up the process years, if you add up the years we take to get draft picks, and then the years with the draft pick, dog, this has been like a 15-year window of dog.
Half of my life. I can't even think about it like that. Half of my life.
And we still ain't seen a conference championship.
The process of trying to keep him be healthy. Yeah, that's the process we're going through right now, trying to keep that fool healthy.
Listen, I'll tell you one thing. Right. Markel Fultz is still out there. Noel is still out there. Okafor is still out there. Bring the guys back and let's figure it out all over again. I think we should just rewind it. Just get all them guys because they are free agents. All the process guys are free agents. Bring them right on.
I'm not bringing, man. Listen, they had their chance as a Sixer, bro. No, we're not doing that, bro. We're not doing no rekindling, bro. Stop.
It's obviously a joke.
Carl tripping.
It's obviously a joke right here.
He talking about before the show started. He was like, "Yo, B-ball Paul's a free agent, man. Pick him up."
Would he play harder than any player on this team right now?
Bro, your infatuation for that man is weird.
Why? Because he out the mud?
He ain't never get out the mud.
Man, you know what? They know I'm trolling. I know I'm trolling. Y'all the only ones knowing I'm not. Because they in their mood right now, Zai and Craig. They in their bag. This is what goes on when they in their bag. I try to make them laugh.
I'm just trying to figure out any other organization that has to live through shit like this. Like, I'm trying to think of like my history of watching sports. I've watched T.O. do sit-ups in his driveway to figure out if he was going to play. What Zeke went to Cabo in the middle of preseason. Like, I've seen some wild shit, but this is like, he don't play and he gets paid a lot. Not only do he not play, he don't even show up, y'all.
And that's my thing. That was my thing on January the 6th when I went to that game. Bro, you live in the area. Your team is playing. Why aren't you here supporting your team? It's a big fuck you to them. And if I'm them, I
don't know if you watched the post game, the pregame podcast. I'm sorry, pregame, bro. This is lit right here. Pregame podcast. Yo, watch a pregame podcast. My sis from another miss, Jenny, said she might be thinking that they gonna shop him around, and that's why he probably knows about it, and that's why he's not showing up.
That's my thought on it too, Jose. The fact that we haven't seen Morey and we haven't seen Embiid makes me think that they might be already have had this conversation. And it's hard to think that if a trade was being talked about, that the Sixers wouldn't be in the news for some shit about us trading Embiid. So it's hard to think that we're able to keep it under reps. But I wouldn't put that past the Sixers right now. It seems like that's usually, think about it, when people are about to get traded and they had a conversation with their GM and they trying to figure out, are they going to stick around? Usually what happens is what? That player stops playing, stops traveling, stops going to games until something gets figured out. And then all of a sudden the trade gets announced. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think him or I don't think they can get traded this year fresh off that contract that they both just received. I think it would have to be a next year deal. But saying that to say, I don't think it would be a good idea for the Sixers to not play him and then try to trade him, especially with his injury history being shaky right now. You're actually lowering his trade value by not playing him. Because, like, what the fuck am I getting? Y'all ain't played more in 15 games. What am I getting? I don't know what he looks like. You know what I mean? They got to figure out something, bro. They got to figure out something fast. Because it's, you know, you got guys playing out of position, out of role, and it makes them look worse because it's not what they normally do. Yabusele is not a 5. PG is not a number 1, number 2 option anymore. And Tyrese Maxey is not a number 1 option, nor is he a point guard.
First of all,
Robert Leo, in what world do you think the Sixers gonna get Cooper Flag, bro?
I don't know. People in Tinkathon mode.
Enlighten me, please. I mean, no disrespect. I like, give me the information. What you know that I don't know.
we're not bad enough. We're not bad enough.
That's work. Ain't that's horrible? We're not good enough. It's like the Cowboys. You was
We
right,
ain't good
BG.
enough, and we ain't bad enough.
You was right, BG.
I've been saying this shit all year, and I hate that I'm saying it because you know how much I hate the Cowboys.
Me too.
If you are a Sixers fan and you still believe that this Sixers organization is going to somehow miraculously do the same thing but get a different result, then you are basically a Cowboys fan. You are basically a Cowboys fan. I'm still a Sixers fan, but I'm not living in the world of, man, we got the best player in the NBA and he's going to take us to the championship. I'm done thinking that. I'm going to enjoy basketball. I'm going to enjoy to see if we can figure things out, but we're not winning the championship with Joel Embiid on his roster. We won't.
No, because your best ability is your availability, and he hasn't been available. So I don't care how great you are.
You just looked that up on Google, didn't you?
I did a little bit. Thank you. God, give me every fucking time, Jose. I don't do nothing when you come up with your sayings. Jesus.
That was old school, bro.
I was a Joe real quick. I had it. We're going to rewind that.
Yeah, that was old school. I ain't gonna lie. He got bars, y'all. He got bars.
I can't rock with Embiid no more. Y'all know I was backing him all year, fighting with y'all. Listen, man, I'm a team first guy, and he's not. Point blank. He's showing it. It's blatant this year. I don't know if it's from the media shit earlier, but it's trickled on to this and his don't give a F-ness about this team. And I don't want to see it no more. Let's start over. It is what it is.
And that is definitely the answer, Carl. But dog, we don't deserve a start over, dog.
No, we don't.
We as fans that stay true to this shit through all the BS don't deserve another start over without a legit championship run in the middle. I'm not saying that we don't deserve it because we didn't win a championship. I'm saying the years that we had to go through, we at least deserve a championship run, a time where we went to the finals, or a time where we went to the conference finals and was that close. We don't even have that to show.
At least Iverson gave us that. You feel me? Iverson put us on a roller coaster. Like, shit, we thought he was Superman. Let's make no mistake. Everybody thought he was Superman. He could beat everybody. You know what I'm saying? Then he came across a team that won 16 in a row before getting to the playoffs and didn't lose it all in the playoffs. And that's what happened. You can go ESPN and Classics and go check that out if you want. But anyway.
They won 12 in a row, and then we won the 13th game, and then they won the next 4 to make it 16.
No. They won 16 in a row prior to going in there.
I'm talking about the playoffs. They didn't lose a game in the playoffs.
No, I'm saying they was on a 16-game win streak going into the playoffs, bro. Yeah, go look it up.
I'm not looking that up.
That was a crazy year, man.
I don't give a shit about that team. I don't give a shit about those Sixers. You know why? Because that shit.
Listen, hold up, because
I want to rip my fucking eyes out because I gotta watch this shit.
I wanted to say
the man $300 million for him to drink Shirley Temples and eat Chick-fil-A. This is not an.
He's crashing out on live TV.
Yo, listen. I want to say something about this. Zay, we cannot blow it the whole thing up. We can't. We just gotta get all the dinosaurs off this team. All the dinosaurs, all the handicapped people, and all senior citizens. You feel me? Send them packing and keep all the young studs and do something with this team that we could compete, keep up, and make something out this city and this team, man. Because right now we look like dog shit.
Hey, Big Sammy, I want to add to your question is with one word: cohesiveness. Those teams you mentioned have been together. Those young players on those teams have been together for about 3 years now. They've played together under the same coach and things like that. So, outside of the Houston, but they have cohesiveness. We got a new lineup every year. Go ahead, BJ.
I will keep wait before BJ goes. Hold on, real quick. I'm just gonna say it because they're over there typing on what I was saying. I will keep 4 people. And the rest can go. I promise you. McCain, Maxey, Yabusele, and that kid that been balling lately, Justin Edwards. That's it. And everybody can go. Everybody else can go.
Dang. You cutthroat, Jose. Cold-blooded.
Everybody else can go, bro.
Everybody?
Come on, bro. Look at this team, bro. Like, bro, when you look at this roster, up and down, bro. All right. Adam Boma, bust. Ricky Council, I don't know. Get rid of him. Downton, Drummond, get him packing. We wanted him. We got him way too late, just like we do everybody else. Justin Edwards, keep him. And B, send him. Paul George, send him. Eric Gordon, send him. Reggie Jackson, send him. Kyle Lowry, send him. We got the Ron Martin brother, send him. KJ Martin, I might keep. He might be the 5th person I'll keep. Tyrese Maxey, keep. McCain, keep. Pete Nance. I didn't even know Larry Nance had a brother named Pete Nance.
I thought we've got the other Nance. I ain't know what was going on.
I'm still not forgiving Kelly Oubre for getting hit by Casper. Real talk. And I'm going to keep Yabusele.
Understood. I'm definitely keeping all the younger guys, like you mentioned, and getting rid of the dinosaurs. Myself, if you're going to flip the roster, flip the roster. But you do have the young nucleus here. I do want to, put that out in the open with Eminem, and you have to add Edwards in there. The kid has upside. So, I would build with that and give them exposure and let them ball and figure it out. I don't know what to tell you. We've tried to add all-stars on Sada and Embiid. I think this is the last year that's failed.
You could start a team with a nucleus of young talent. The Golden State Warriors did it. Come on, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Mark Jackson was responsible for. We can't hear you, bro. We can't hear you. Mark Jackson was responsible. He didn't get enough credit. They fired him way too early. It is what it is. But Steve Kerr took advantage of what Mark Jackson was there and helped build in that city. And then he got full credit for that whole dynasty that they had, that dynasty run. You understand what I'm saying? So if it was done over there, it could be done over here. Just get rid of all these crippled ass people. No cap.
The difference is that is a well-run organization. You can say
they got a real medical staff. Yeah, they do.
You could say all of this stuff, Jose. We've been saying for the longest what we need to not do and what we need to do. And the Sixers do the same thing over and over. We get old players at the end of their career. We max out guys when nobody else in the league would max them out at the time. We keep trying to make pieces fit with Joel Embiid, and it just doesn't work. That's the difference. You talking about Golden State, we talking about Houston, these are teams that build through the draft and they build up their players. They don't give up on their players quickly. They don't, all right, get a guy as they lottery pick and then let him sit on the bench for 2-3 years and then wind up trading him before the city even sees if he can hoop. That's the difference. We are not a well-run organization. I think the problem is Embiid, but Embiid didn't sign his contract. Embiid hasn't been the one deciding whether he was going to play. Embiid hasn't been, and he wasn't. He was the one that went to the Olympics. Like it's the same shit over and over again with this organization.
You look up the word insanity, and there's a little picture of the Philadelphia 76ers right there.
we've seen organizations go from championship contenders to toilet bowl to back to relevant, all while we stayed in the middle of the pack. And we stayed in the middle of the pack because we refused to change our ways. Think about it. Early 2000s Detroit dynasty. Old guys get old, retire. Detroit's bottom of the barrel. And now we're talking about Detroit, not as champions, not as world beaters at all. Detroit's not beating anybody in a 7-game series in the playoffs, not about the hoist of Larry O'Brien, but they're going in the right direction because they are run correctly. The Philadelphia 76ers are the poorest ran organization I have ever seen in my life. But I love them. But I fucking love it.
It's a toxic relationship. It's like having a real toxic baby mom that you just can't stay away from. You gotta watch. You know what I mean? You gotta see what's going on everywhere. Listen, with that being said, gentlemen,
I didn't even know we was at 30 minutes.
Is this therapy session over? Because I feel better. I feel a little better. Is this session over? Can I get off?
No, I don't, bro. Like, I want to cry every game. I really want to cry because when I'm looking at, look, yo, let's not, bro, listen. In the last week and a half, I literally watched Milwaukee climb the standings, yo. They're whooping the shit out of the Orlando Magic right now by 30-something points. You understand what I'm saying? We got to see them in 2 games. Who on this team is even going to put pressure on Antetokounmpo's toenail where he going to stop doing what he do?
Yabu.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. What I'm saying is, and we got to see Indiana, who they were a good team last year. I'm pretty sure it's still a good team this year.
The saddest part for me this year is, before I get off, I got to run, is that we never will know what this team could have been. We never will know what this team could have been because a certain player wasn't available all year to play. And this organization has done a piss poor job with being honest from the rip and, handling the situation properly. So it is what it is, though. We're going to be here, Eat Sleep Sixes for you, shoulder to cry on after every game, for every game. We here for it. Jose, can you take us home before I cry in front of all these?
We got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch, and Chick-fil-A. Don't forget to tell a friend. Everybody have a great night. Awesome tomorrow. We love y'all. We'll be back here on Saturday. Saturday's the next game?
Man, we lucky to be back at all. No, we'll be back.
Saturday against the Pacers, Sunday against Milwaukee. That's what I'm looking about. I don't know about Sunday.
Sunday?
Yeah. I don't know about Sunday.
No.
You won't see me on Sunday.
It might be ESE on Sunday.
Y'all ain't understand what I said in English. I'm going to tell. No, you know what? BG, go ahead, because I did that.
Basura.
Yeah.
Basura.
No te olvides decirle a una amiga que le diga a un amigo que le diga a una amiga basura.
That's all I got for y'all.
Bang, bang, bird gang. We out of here.